Hello and welcome back to another How To Bloke. Excuse me. Screw that one. Today I'm going to show you how to make goat's cheese salad. It's delicious this. It doesn't take long either, otherwise I wouldn't be making it. So, what we need, we're going to start off with some plate of lettuce like this. This is this is iceberg lettuce. And we're going to go in with some. We're going to go in with the salad with some onion, which I've already kind of prepared. Cut it in slices like this. Like that. Keep your fingers away. Now you can either put the onion on the bottom of the tomato or on the top of the tomato. It doesn't really matter so much, as long as it's on there. You don't want to cut it in big chunks like that on a salad because it's horrible. Yeah, people go, ugh. So keep it small. Okay, now we're going to go with the tomatoes. These are beauties, these ones. They're a bit on the right side, but who cares? So we're going to cut these like this. Wait, knife not sharp enough. Wait. Stand by, stand by. Ooh. So. That's better. Now, so we're going to do these, put them kind of like soldier style around there like that. You don't want too much, half a tomato is good for that. And some concombre. How are we going to do this? What should we? I think we'll just go in with a diagonal, like that. So you can have this as a starter, or you can have it as a main course salad. So just stick it on there like that, make it kind of look pretty. I'm sure food artists out there will make it look much better than me, but that's the by-and-by. Okay, so there's one plateful, a little bit of iceberg lettuce, half a tomato, kind of a little bit of onion, and some cucumber. That's what we need now. Oh, wait a minute, we can do some olives as well. If you don't like olives, don't have to put them on, but it's something else.
It's very French, isn't it?
It is very French. Now you can cut them that way, or you can cut them this way. But we're going to do the rondelles are best, the round things, I think. So we're going to do, don't eat many of these. If you don't like olives, don't use them. What else could you put on there? I won't load it up with different things because we're going to focus on the goat's cheese part of it rather than anything else. What else could you put on it? You could put on some grilled roasted peppers. You could put on maybe, I don't know if anchovies go with goat's cheese. You could put anchovies on. Anything you like really. Just don't put too many flavours on, otherwise it's not so good. So doesn't that look pretty-ish? Yeah, it looks good that. Okay, right, so that's the salad bit of it done, finished. That was quick, I don't know how many minutes that took on the thing.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay, so you're looking at 4 plates, that's 12 minutes, isn't it? So say 15 minutes for 4 plates worth of salad. So, now we're going to move on to, you'll need an oven or a grill for this. My grill isn't working and my main oven isn't working, so I'm always left without anything to cook with. So until the spare parts comes tomorrow to fix my oven, then I'll have to use the little one that I've got. So goat's cheese. Now you don't have to buy the most expensive, but the most expensive will taste better. You know, it makes sense really. Now you can get goat's cheeses in 2 sizes. You can get ones like this, like a little log, like that big, or you can get ones that are that big. Now they are super delicious, they are, really good. But we're not going to use them, we haven't got any of those, we're not going to use them today, we're going to use ordinary goat's cheese size. Now, store these in the fridge, they don't have to be in the freezer. If you do put these in the freezer, I don't think, after you've defrosted them, they don't taste good. So try and kind of buy them in the week that you want to use them. So there we are. We'll just do one for a moment because I'm only making this plate's worth. So we're going to goat's cheese. Now we're going to go in with some baguette. Now, if you can't get this baguette, You can call it what you like. Whatever that is called in your country, that's what we're going to use. Okay, so someone's had a knob. Had the knob end off of this. Look at that. Look.
It wasn't me. It wasn't
There's
me.
a difference. Look, see, evidence that is. So let's cut that off. So, okay, we're going to cut this into rounds. Okay, so we're going to go like that. With 1, 2. I don't know how many goat's cheese per. I think probably 4 or 5 per plate. So we're going to go 1.
I think 4 or 5.
Oh, it depends how
Hungry
thick you
you are, yeah.
well, how hungry you are, how thick you cut the bread and the cheese. So let's do all of this loaf. Well, this is not a very good knife at all. Let's do all of this. Let's do all of this. Ah, that's better. This baguette thing. Now, if you can't get baguette, you don't like baguette, or it's too hard on the teeth, because it is. This one is a bit. This will challenge your dentures. You can get ordinary bread. Have I got ordinary bread? No, I haven't. But you get this. The idea is to slice the bread like that, and then you cut it with some pastry cutters, which are, where are they? You know?
No.
Oh, anyway, you get the idea. You get a piece of bread like that, white or brown bread, and then you stick the cutter in there and turn it and twist it and use that. Okay, so.
Could use a cup like that for people who can't
Yeah,
find
you
it.
can. You can use a cup. If the cup will cut through the bread, fine, use that.
Yeah.
But a cutter for a pastry cutter is the best thing to use. Right, we're going to put these on a baking tray. Now, you can do this in the oven or you can do it under the grill. Now, what I would say is the bread is already cooked. So that one's a bit big, a bit too tall, that one. So yeah, with this bread, just make sure it's a little bit round. Just pull it apart a little bit, because the cheese is round. You see, so you want to sit on top of it. And anyway, that will do. That'll be fine. So here we have it. Right. So now we're going to cut the cheese. Oh, we're going to also, by the way, we also need for this. You don't have to put this on. Herbs de Provence. Look, herbs de Provence. There we are. That's, you can get that in any big supermarket. That's not a problem. It's not. It doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to buy one of these designer ones. Just the regular one. That smells good. That's a good combination. Now. So we're going to cut the cheese now. We're going to put the cheese on top of there. So how thick do you want it? About that. That is too thick. That is just about right. So how long was that? A centimetre? Half an inch in maximum. Okay, so like that. Okay? That goes on top of there. Half inch maximum. And that's in old money, half inch.
About centimetres, isn't it?
Centimetres? Oh, I don't know. How much is a centimetre?
Yeah.
10 centimetres maybe?
No, that's
No, too
1
big.
centimetre.
What?
That's what you.
Oh yeah, sorry, 10 millimetres.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd end up with a massive piece of.
Yeah, that would be 10 centimetres.
That would be 10 centimetres. Yes, so I'll just shut up myself there for a minute, and yeah, 10 millimetres.
That's it.
10 millimetres. So half inch, 10 millimetres as well. So, and that will do. How many? I can't count now. Can you count? Camera?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far.
8 so far. So
9, 10, 11, 12, I think. Yeah, there's
Okay.
12 slices.
right, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. Look. Okay. So you think, well, okay, well, what can we put on those? Well, you can try the herbs de Provence, because it does add something to it. Now, how are you going to put this on? Well, it's got one of these shaker things in here, which always block up, but this one looks quite promising. So we're going to get a little bit of a shimmy and a shake on each one of these. You don't have to do every one. If you smell it and think, oh, I can't stand that smell for some reason, then don't put it on. Voila, it's simple. So we're going to do, say we'll leave 4, and we're going to do those ones like that. Now this is not something you can put on afterwards because the herbs need to cook. They're kind of woody herbs, so they need to go on now rather than later. You can't think, oh, I should have put those on after you cook them. I'll put them on now. You can't put them on the salad because they're woody ones, so you can't do that. No. So we're going to put these in the oven now. Now because this oven is unpredictable, I'm going to put them in for 8 minutes. And what happens is that the tray will heat up and will toast the underside of this. You don't need to toast this bit. But in a grill, what you need to do is carefully, before you put the cheese on, just toast one side lightly and then turn them up and then put the cheese on top of that. Okay, you got that?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but in an oven you don't need to do that because it'll cook, the heat from the tray will cook the underside of there and everything else, so you don't need to do that. So we're going to bung them in for 8 minutes and we'll come back when it's ready. So we'll put 8 minutes on the timer and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we're back. It didn't take 7 or 8 minutes, took a couple of minutes more, but keep an eye on it because the bread is already cooked, it will burn if you don't keep an eye on it. So if it's not quite done, check on it in minute intervals. Anyway, you can see that the breads, so they come out of the tray like that, and then what you do is you just transfer them onto the salad there. Now, what I suggest is you get some honey. It goes with it terrifically. Is to pour the honey over like that. If you didn't have one of these squirty things, you just get your honey and drizzle it over with a big spoon. But because we've got one of these things, we can just do that. So now, if you don't like honey, or you're allergic to honey or something, don't put it on, of course. But there. Now, you could. If you didn't have honey, you could just leave it as. Just put some salad dressing on. We're just going to finish this with a little bit of olive oil around the outside like that, and a little bit of black pepper. Like that. Now, there's the thing, and you can experiment with a different. Well, if you go to the baker's, here's a tip that I didn't mention. Oh, by the way, talking about tips, the oven's got to be on hot. So, here's a tip. When you go to the baker's, and you didn't have any this morning, but you get the bread that hasn't been the soft one, it looks almost white. This one was kind of like a medium cook, so the reason for that is it stays softer after you cooked it. So if you've got many teeth like me, it's better for you to eat. And there you have it. That's simple, isn't it? That's a simple, quick salad. It doesn't take long to make. It's tasty. Children will love it, and especially if you've got honey on it and stuff. So until the next time, some more videos are up here of mine, recipes. Some quick tips on the top left hand corner. And if you want to subscribe, then do so click the icon, How to Bloke icon. Until next time.